Alright, what's up guys, this is Spooky, and I'm here to talk to you some more about not only Granblue Fantasy Versus, but also the huge festival Granblue Fest coming up this very weekend in Tokyo, Japan. Anyway, I'm going to be heading to the festival myself to check it out, and I'm super excited. So I would like to take this time, number one, to talk to you a little bit about the show itself, and number two, to talk to you a lot about what we already know about Granblue Fantasy Versus and what we're hoping and expecting to see there. Anyway, the show floor itself actually looks extremely cool. The venue, if you guys have ever heard of Tokyo Game Show, this is actually the same venue as Tokyo Game Show. It's a huge expo hall that takes up multiples, 3 blocks. It's gigantic. And these guys are taking up halls 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're taking up 5 huge halls of the show, which means obviously that these booths are going to be gigantic booths and are going to be very cool. And you can see an idea of what we're going to see here at the booth, so I think it's very cool. It seems that the booths are themed around the idea of Granblue Fantasy, and you'll be able to see like some areas in the game and some characters. So for example, this Star Beast booth that's in Hall 5, you'll be able to see Tiamat, Colossus, Leviathan, and Yggdrasil statues around 5 meters. That's actually like full size. And then there'll also be a Proto-Bahamut. That's cool. There's a little exhibition hall here. You can take a look at gravure history. This one looks cool. There's a Grand Cypher room apparently. There's a room that looks just like the Grand Cypher, and you can come out and check it out. There's the Alchemist Laboratory. A lot of these places are locales in the game. And yeah, super cool. You can see that Karba's Bowl Trap, Bahamut's Trial. You get a prize? Click here for details of the prize. I'm not even going to get into that. They have Vania and Vate, Bloody Castle. Oh, Vania and White's Bloody Castle. Fairy Monster Training. Anyway, super cool. You can see how they're really got a lot going on here at the show. Also, of course, not only will there be lots of Granblue Fantasy news, but I expect that there will be lots of news as well about Granblue Fantasy Versus, which of course is the game that we really want to talk about and see. Anyway, the major 2 days of the show that I'll be there are, I believe, Friday and Saturday Japan time, although the time zones will be a little bit different for you guys out in USA. But I'll be trying to feed you guys as much information as possible. I understand there's a media day where we'll be talking with some of the producers, developers, and other people that are involved with the game, and they'll be talking about their strategy and what they've been doing when creating the title and things like that. Also, I guess we can expect to see lots of new news on different things and maybe, you know, different updates about the characters and what will change, or maybe other information. I mean, the game is coming very soon in February, right? So we should expect to see lots of new news on that as well. Anyway, obviously for me this is really exciting because I'm excited to see more about the characters we already know and the gameplay we already know, and also just more in general, and see if maybe we'll see even more characters than what we've already seen, or if they'll give us even more updates on what's going on. So talking about the characters that we already know, there are already quite a few. There's Gran himself, the main character, who's a well-rounded fireball / uppercut style. We have Charlotta, who's a really small, quick, evasive character. She's also got really high damage, very damaging with the meter especially. We have Ferry, who's got a whip, and she's got a really good zoner character. She's also got a little familiar that she can use to help her out. We have Catalina, who kind of similar to Gran. She's also super well-rounded, but she has right now probably the game's best fireball, which really lends to her playstyle very well. We have Ladiva / Fastiva, as she's known as in Japan, and she is a grappler, super interesting. We have Lancelot, who we've seen a lot of already as well. This guy is straight rush down and mix up. He's super quick and he's all over the place, and he definitely can find a way to hit you. We have Lowen, who's basically like question mark. This guy's like a silly. He's got his bros helping him out in the middle of the match, and really just who knows who this character is going to be about. His ultimate super makes him actually you can't interrupt anything that she's doing. You literally just do whatever you want. It's crazy. We also have Medora, who we know less about than the other characters. However, she's an archer / zoner, it looks like. We also have Percival, who this guy's probably the most original, believe it or not, of all the characters. This guy's a setup / momentum control based character, and he tends to get stronger the longer the match goes on. We also have Zeta, who's a spear user / a zoner, and last but not least, we have Vasaraga, who right now we know very little about. Now, there are some other things that we've been slowly being fed info about. The biggest one that I'm interested in is in the RPG mode. And right now, we haven't seen too much video of it. We've mostly seen screenshots. But that being said, we can see that there's lots of similarities in this to the current main game, including the way perhaps that you gather items, which items are available. And here in this screenshot, you can see that perhaps some of the locales may be familiar to you if you're already a Granblue Fantasy player. Anyway, so far everything about this game looks super cool. I really loved playing the first beta. I didn't get to play very much at EVO, but I wish that I had. I did get to play a lot at PAX West at the same time that I was there for the Teppen Invitational, and honestly, that was very fun to me as well. So from a competitive standpoint, right now, this is just a game that I want to play competitively, but at the same time, the RPG mode really interests me for a lot of reasons. One is that, as a streamer, sometimes streaming like a fighting game over and over, whether Tekken, I love Tekken, is a perfect example, but it's tough to play just ranked on Tekken the whole time. And the single player content in Tekken right now is not really something that I can entertain a stream with, right? Like if I jump in Tekken, I'm like, hey guys, let's play like, treasure battle. Nobody's really going to give a crap about that. But really, with this RPG mode in Granblue Versus, I'm super interested because it looks like something that I could play for fun, just like as an RPG, right? But also looks like the type of thing that people might enjoy watching a lot more. I mean, there's like co-op and multiple people together can jump in and play, and try to do the story and everything else. And I think that's really cool and original. Especially seeing what we've seen from other fighting games lately, where some guys have put in an effort, like shouts to NRS, who's been really putting an effort in the story mode, having good voice acting and having a good story to go with it. But this seems a little bit above and beyond even that. This seems less like they're making a fighting game story mode and more like they're making a separate little like real RPG that just happens to go along with the main fighting game. So that's, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's what I'm most excited about. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Give us a follow, guys, or please tune in. Follow me on Twitter if you want more news about Granblue Fantasy Versus while I'm at the show, or just let me know in the comments what you would like to know more about so I can make an effort to film for you guys while I'm there. Also, I've understood there'll be a couple tournaments there. I'm going to try to enter and see if I can play as well and get more experience in the game and record some of the tournaments if I can. But I'll also try to let you know the result and let you know who's playing while there and who's been looking good with their character and who's strong and all that good stuff. Anyway, peace out, guys. Much love to all you guys, and more news about Granblue Fantasy Versus this weekend at Granblue Fest soon. Thanks, everybody.